So Nebraska's offense will have the first possession of the game. Here he comes, and obviously defense is always going to be aware of a quarterback, but boy, he finds a way to put defenses on their heels all the time, David.
I mean, what can't he do? He's got the weapons, he's got the confidence, he's got the experience. Jesse, these kind of guys are so hard to defend.
You're right. They better be able to find a way to get pressure on him, because if they don't, this is going to be a long day.
I think tackling is about effort most of the time. It's about how much passion, how much physicality you can bring to get your guy on the ground. Refuse not to get him on the ground. That's not a big fact. You got to get that guy on the ground. You can't let him pick up an extra couple yards and stay ahead of the sticks.
Back to throw, it's Raiola. Fires to the right. It's caught. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made. You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Leaves it with the running back. Open space at the 25. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop. This crowd knows they have to bring it in big moments, and one of those has arrived. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
There's just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. He snares it in the end zone. Touchdown, Cornhuskers.
Well, they wanted to turn the page after losing their last game, so how about you come out in this one? On the opening drive, you march the field 75 yards and put 6 on the board. You can't start a game better than that.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Makes a move. He's on the loose. Wide open, and it's a foot race. Just a fraction away from housing that one. He's out of bounds at the 5. So the Michigan Wolverines offense will take the field for the first time. And it won't be easy to throw the ball down the field today, David, because both of these teams have lockdown corners.
I mean, these guys shut down half of the field. Playmaking cornerbacks that really...
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Wolverines.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Going up top on first down. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on first down. Let's see if they go back to the air on second down. Looking to throw, it's Raiola. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
It's complete. A huge pickup. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped. The Cornhuskers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. Pre-snap motion, quarterback trying to get a read. Unloads to the wideout. snagged in the middle. It's Lloyd. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play. And the Huskers have their offense in high gear. From the shotgun, the inside give. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Got some work to do on second down after that last one. They need 13. Back to the ground with the running back. Fights his way ahead. They get him down after a pickup of 3. They'll mark it at the 12. They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with first and goal. On third down, he drops to throw. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. And here comes the field goal unit. Between the uprights, it's good. And with that, they've taken the lead. They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive. He'll start the return inside his 5. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again. Lofts one high and deep. Catch and stride inside the 15. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan.
Yeah, coming into the game, you look at the stats and you say top 10 offense in scoring, so they better be able to create what? Explosive plays. Another explosive plays. They've been doing it all year long. Those plays are backbreakers. Defenses just can't contain this offense.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. And now this offense will take the field again. Now they'll try the right side. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
Yeah, and the running back didn't get much here, but, you know, you clearly want to always establish the tempo, run the football, be consistent, make that defense physically meet the challenge.
Still running at the 40. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
Well, when you talk Nebraska football, it always comes down to their ability running it on offense. Whether it's the option or whether it's conventional, they've got a long and illustrious history of great running backs, and this guy is on the field for a reason. His vision, his ability to make people miss, run with toughness, he can do it all.
Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Running back searching for a hole. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And I can't tell you how much I love seeing corners being willing to come up and tackle. That is so huge for a defense. You can't olay blocks and create space. You can't just hang out on the outside. You got to go set that edge.
And conversely, I can't tell you how much I hate it when receivers don't want to block. You got to do a better job on the perimeter. It's not going to be enough in this offense just to catch passes. You got to go execute your assignment. That corner should have been blocked, and they should have gotten a bigger gain on that outside run.
Boy, did he show it all on that return. The speed, the explosiveness, and took a little momentum with him out of bounds. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. Boy, that last touchdown, the one-play quick strike scored. Jesse, this offense hoping to keep that kind of explosiveness going.
And I don't know if they're going to get the...
And it's caught inside the 25. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end. Looking for a man, it's Orji. Buys a little extra time. And he just chucks it into the 4th row.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket, nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
That last incompletion leaves them with 2nd and 10 from the 21. He's looking to throw. Firing to the end zone. Touchdown, Wolverines! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. And the extra point is good, and they have an 11-point lead. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finish things off with a 21-yard touchdown pass. They're just about ready to kick it away. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. David, the punter got some work last time. They'd like to keep him on the sidelines in this drive.
Yeah, it's not something you want to say very often. You don't want the punter out there.
And he breaks into the open. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line.
And I tell you what, we can focus on the left side of the line of scrimmage because that's where the play starts. But you don't get big gains when you run out wide unless wide receivers, yes, wide receivers, commit to blocking, staying on their guys. Really good job on the outside by giving the running back space to make the big play.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball in.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
You know, and that's why this guy can play first, second, and third down. You've already seen him earlier in the drive rip off some nice runs, but he can catch the football as well. And they're going to find ways to get him going in all sorts of ways, but you're seeing it specifically on this drive.
And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. The Huskers will call on their punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll call for the fair catch here. One final play before the end of the quarter. They'll try the run. And he'll pick up a few yards before he's dragged down, and that'll be the end of the first quarter. While we're only through one, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat line. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. After the 9-yard pickup on first down, here's 2nd and 1. Scanning the field, it's Orji. Quickly to the tight end. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. Making great decisions. That's what all of the legendary Michigan quarterbacks have done. John Navarre, Elvis Gerbach, and the guy I can't remember drafted in the 6th round by the Patriots.
Yeah, that guy, what was his name? Tom Brady? Yeah, I think that's his name. Yeah, he was pretty good too. But when you think about Michigan, you don't always think about the quarterbacks, and you don't always think about airing it out. But again, if you want to be a great college football team nowadays, you better be able to throw that pigskin.
Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Good timing on the quick out. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. And the Wolverines are flying down the field. He's going to pass. Quick strike complete. Across the 25, he's got room. Almost took it all the way, but a huge gain, and he has him set up 1st and goal. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. Lets it go to the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
Well, the game plan's been pretty simple offensively, right? They are taking shots and they're being aggressive, throwing it down the field. This guy's already got 2 touchdown passes. We're still in the first half. And on that last one, he was looking for number 3.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Michigan. The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance. And the extra point sails through for a 28-10 lead.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that second down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
The big pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 1. The give from the gun. Discards a man. And he picked up the first down, but he will remember the price he paid after that hit.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job finding the hole, exploding through. How about that nice, big, huge gain? If I'm the OC, let's call that one again.
He tried to find some running room, but they get him stopped.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
Handoff to the single back. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Great job at contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
To the air, it's Raiola. Unloads to the right. It's caught downfield. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. The Cornhuskers come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to fight another play. Second and 10 here. Give to the running back. Just a 1-yard gain leaves him with 3rd and 9.
Well, man, there's some big hitting going on in the trenches right now. This defense, they take a lot of pride in stopping the run. Let's keep our eye on them throughout the course of the game and see if they can contain this running attack.
Took a shot as he threw.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win 1st and 2nd down. You set up 3rd and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody on the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force 4th downs.
And it's good from 58 yards out. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Terrific showdown this week, guys. Let's take a look at what's going on. Nevada is in front. They've responded well to all the off-the-field chatter this week, but they still have to finish the job, and that is no sure thing right now. They're up by 7 over Colorado State. For now, it's back to you fellas, but of course, if anything changes, we'll see it right here.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. Wants to throw on first down. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
What a fantastic play there from the linebacker position. You think about guys like Trev Alberts, Levante David, some of the Nebraska greats playing the linebacker spot. Those guys were able to run. And because of that, they could get to the quarterback when blitzing. This guy with his speed is a guy that they need to deploy time and time again getting after the quarterback. He's got some wheels.
Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Wants to throw. It's Orji. Fires one high and deep. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. The Wolverines will send out the punt unit. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. Running out of time here in the first half, and they do have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And so you got to locate your best players and get them the football on this drive. You're down in the game. There's obviously a lot of football left, David, but on this drive, in this 2-minute situation, best players got to touch the ball.
And this could get into pressing mode, right? Like you go into the half down a couple of scores, it starts to, the pressure really, really mounts. Good opportunity to take some of that pressure.
Fires toward the end zone. And he makes the catch, but just a hair out of the back of the end zone. It'll be incomplete. Second down coming up. He's looking to throw. Got his man out of the backfield. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. On third down, going up top. A strike downfield. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop. That big play has them in business. 1st and 10 inside the 20.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
He wants to pass it on second down. Into the house. Touchdown, Husker!
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. Fielded in the end zone. It's Stewart. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. Guys, it's been an entertaining first half and not a lot of time left to put some more points on the board.
No, but you got this possession.
And the pass is intercepted. Didn't really have room to operate on the return, but he hands him the ball at the 32.
What a great stick by the defender. But how about this? Quarterbacks like a smooth pocket where they can step up, set their feet. That defense did not give him that. Hit him while he's throwing the football. Made it easy for the defender to run underneath.
Intercepted. He'll try to take it back. He looked as if he thought he had it all the way, and this junior makes a play.
And this ball looks like it just got away from the quarterback. I think he made the right decision. He was going to the receiver that seemed open, but just not very accurate on the throw, and that leads to the interception.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Quarterback checking the play. A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start.
False start. Offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. First down here for the offense. Looking to pass. It's Orji. Coming after him. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Smashes him with the stiff arm. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. Quarterback stands alone, all wide receivers. Looking to go up top on first down. He chucks one out to the right. The pass is incomplete, and 1 second is left. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Wants to throw on second down. Escapes the sack. Keeps it going. And he slid through that attempt, and he's got room. Thought for a minute they were going to turn that into a score. They get the big play, but time runs out here in the half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, it is tough to beat the big house when it's full and rocking as it is today in Ann Arbor. Toughest job inside that stadium right now might just be the scoreboard operator after all those first downs and touchdowns. big plays have defined this one, thanks to two of the best receiving corps in all of college football. Let's see if these defenses can adjust and make the necessary chess moves. With that said, let's send it back to the fellas in the booth at Michigan Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. And the Huskers will kick it away to crank up the second half. On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Use the play fake, now to throw. On the run, still looking. Tremendous awareness along the sideline and the ability to get the foot down for the big pickup.
Well, that's a really nice job surveying the field and delivering an accurate throw. You know, when I think back to Michigan quarterbacks, I think of guys like Elvin.
He'll off one deep down the left side. A full dive to haul that one in. And the Wolverines trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. 2nd and goal coming up. Tries again to get it in. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Wolverines.
Man, oh man, what a day. His 3rd touchdown rushing, showing you he's got a little bit of everything. And padding those stats. And all you fantasy football guys, if you have my man at running back, it's a good day.
And with the extra point, they move on top by 15. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
It'll be a 1st down from the 49-yard line. They're looking for an advantage to the right.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Pressure coming. Had to get rid of it quickly. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy. That's why the ball falls incomplete.
And he'll pick up the 1st down, but he got drilled on that tackle. The Huskers have this offense rolling. Looking to throw, it's Raiola. Got his man downfield. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8.
And there was no question in that scenario. That's where the quarterback was going. He knew he had his receiver in a matchup that he liked, running a route where he would find himself open. Nice job between those.
Touchdown, Nebraska! And they take it in for 6 more points. Oh, the offense shows some life here and cuts into the lead with that score.
And, man, they needed it. They had to have something to go right. Listen, still down, but this is a great start to getting back in this ballgame.
And they add the extra point to finish the drive. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll bring it out. It's Stewart. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. Jesse, a very productive drive last time, wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice balance on that last one, Dave. Let's see what they can do here on this next drive.
Yeah, and and I don't expect anything different. When you put together a drive like that, I would do more of the same. Keep the pace, keep it going.
The analytics nerds will tell you that a 4-yard pickup on first down is a successful play. Let's see what they have on 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Fires to the big fella. They make the stop after the catch and still some work to do to pick up that first down. The Wolverines are in the hurry-up. It's amazing how fluid and potent an offense can seem when you get a great pickup on first down, and the tight end's a terrific place to go.
Tight ends nowadays are kind of like cheat codes. I mean, they just know so much about right here. Seeing zone, know when to sit it down, boom, positive yards, nice positive play for this offense.
And the Wolverines with the 1st and 10. To the air, it's Orji. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. Makes a man miss. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. And guys, this can be a great time to look for a big play on 2nd and inches. Got it in the middle, it's Morris. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. 1st and 10. He wants to throw. Pulls it in. It's Loveland. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
And man, this quarterback has had a day. With that pass, he goes over 300 yards on the day. Really nice job executing, putting up some yards today. Pretty good day for the young man.
Back to the air one more time. And it's caught! Touchdown, Michigan!
Every time we speak to defenses before they play this guy, they all know he's going to get the ball thrown his way. They always come up with creative and exotic ways to try to cover him in the back end, but they're never able to get it done. This guy just beats coverage time and time again. And with that last catch, that's now his 15th receiving score in the season.
He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. Last time they had it, they took it down the field for a touchdown. They can build some confidence that they could go back-to-back scoring drives here.
Yeah, and remember, it's not uncommon for offenses to find themselves as the game goes on. They had some things not go their way early, but they found something last drive, David. Let's see if they can build on it.
Yeah, you just pick and pick and pick until you find that place where you're like, okay, this is an advantage I have. They clearly found that dude. They score here. We're in for a ball game.
And he got enough for the first down, but somebody put the hit stick upside his head. They'll put it in play from the 41 on first down. Here's the handoff. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Trying to get to it. And the freshman will chalk up a sack. The Wolverines bringing the heat on the defensive front as they have so many times through the years.
And you just think about guys that just look great in their youth. Big, strong, Aiden Hutchinson.
And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. The Cornhuskers line up to punt it away. They'll look to pin him deep. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. Looking for a productive play on first down. He's going to pass. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. And here comes the offense on 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd down.
We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Just about ready to go in the 4th, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. 2nd down here as they go back to work after the break. Looking downfield, it's Orji. Throws to the wideout. It's complete. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. The Wolverines will hustle to the line. They'll try to get the first through the air. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming.
I think in this situation after that incompletion, 4th and short on your side of the field, the smart play is to punt it away and trust your defense.
Slide 22.
They're throwing for it on 4th down. Trying to escape and get it himself. Nice job there to limit the running room, and they get him out of bounds after a short gain. And the Wolverines will snap it on 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. They'll run the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. Offense gets set for 2nd down. Wide receiver coming across in motion. On 2nd down, wants to throw it. He's going to run it. At the 40, there he goes. They've got the defense reeling right now with that big play to the 29.
And you're seeing here the difficulties defenses have trying to contain this guy. If you leave a lane open or you don't sack him right away, you allow him to get outside the pocket, he is going to take.
Lets it fly deep downfield. Touchdown Wolverines. And the pummeling has started. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3. And he added the extra point. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive, and they covered the final 29 yards with that touchdown pass. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
Makes the catch. It's Fedone. And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback who makes a sure tackle. The corners are walked up tight. In the gun and looking to throw on 3rd down. Fires into traffic. Picked off. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. And the senior just took that one out of the air and sends it the other way. Here comes the offense on 1st down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires deep toward the end zone. Oh, and it's picked off. Threw it right into the teeth of double coverage.
I just love the fact that the defense is out there and they're still battling and they're still fighting. Obviously, they're way down here late in the 4th quarter, but they still think they have a chance to win. Don't tell them the game's over. That's a great individual effort on that interception.
Fires left. And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning.
Nice job by this defense. That might be the exclamation point. 4th quarter, I got a lead. You bring on the nickel defense. You know they're passing the football for plays just like that to make the INT and almost put this one away.
That's caught. It's Loveland. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch.
And now he's in the 400 club, 400. That's a pretty good day at the office when you're putting up over 400 yards. This defense hadn't had a lot of answers.
He'll take a shot. Touchdown, Michigan! And the beatdown has ensued. They've now extended that lead, and they're trying to hang on for a Week 12 victory.
Salt into wound, right? Late in the 4th quarter, you can run the football, run this game out. No, sir. I'm going to continue to pad my stats, find my receiver out wide, and get me another touchdown.
And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. Well, let's see if this drive goes better than the last one. They were in and out quickly after the quick pick, David.
Yeah, first play, big mistake, man. Now, let's get this offense in a little bit of a rhythm. Maybe before you open it up again, Palmer, or you trust him right away.
He seems to me like the guy maybe that just needs to kind of get into the flow of the game. So
He hurls one deep down the left side. He caught it, and he will score. Touchdown, Cornhuskers. Once the game reaches this point, you start thinking ahead and how you can find something positive to take into the next game.
Dang right. Keep the offense rolling. Try to find some plays that I can use throughout this season that I can have some more success, or I guess have success. I haven't had a lot of success today, but I'm looking for the future.
They're down big, but they'll keep fighting to the bitter end and line up for the onside kick here. Few anxious moments there, but the hands team true to its name as they make the grab and get the ball. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. Quickly out to the tight end. Finally brought down at the 31. It's a pickup of 15 yards on the play, and they've got a first down. And now a fresh set of downs for this offense. Dropping back, it's Orji. Still on his feet. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. Second down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense will be quite content just to drain the rest of the time away. Moving the running back, forcing the defense to adjust. On second down, they'll take to the air. A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Wolverines! And the punishment has been extended. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. This has been a really disappointing performance, David, no question about that, but they can find some positives.
Yeah, and every time you watch the tape, you know, Jesse, coaches are pointing out, look at this. This was open if we'd have just ran the details to the right route and hung on to the football. Little things can make a big difference.
yeah, that's why they call it a game of inches, David. But I'll say this, if you're on offense, don't go on social media this week. It ain't going to be pretty after this performance. You've got to lock in. You got to take the week of practice very seriously and find those positives that you can build off, David, you're talking about.
He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air, chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. Throwing right. Complete downfield. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. Less than a yard to go. Pick up the first down. They want to just keep throwing it. Trying to beat the D deep. Touchdown, Husker! And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call.
Yeah, nice pitch, nice catch. And listen, maybe this helps next game, right? Like we're trying to find a rhythm, find something that works, find somebody to go to. And this offense is struggling, and you're down by 1,000. But I like that they continue to fight.
That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. And now one of the most satisfying moments in football, just watching that clock drain away while you have control of the ball, Jesse.
And this is definitely one of the best.
And he is finding wide-open defenders all over the field. His third interception of the day. Didn't really have room to operate on the return, but he hands him the ball at the 32. Out comes the offense as they get set to take over. Trying to find his man on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Bullock. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. He's looking for an open man on second down. He's got it. He'll work his way down to the 28. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. After that huge play, they've now got it inside the 30. It's 1st and 10. Dropping back, it's Raiola. What a job to lay out and make the catch. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible. And the Huskers will snap it on 1st and 10. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. And the offense just chooses to spike the ball.
It's 3rd down.
Quite a bit of work to do on 3rd down from the 23, and this D would love to force a field goal try. He's looking downfield to throw. Just threw that one away to avoid disaster.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
Makes the catch. Takes it to the house. Touchdown, Nebraska.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
He's looking, pressure's coming in, the pressure gets there, and down he goes, and they won't be able to cut into this lead. They're definitely up against it. Time running out, down 2 possessions. They'll try the onside kick. Quickly gets back on top of it and prevents a turnover.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football.
Deep shot for the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan. And the stomping has commenced. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. This offense has pretty much been stuck in the mud the entire game. It's been a frustrating performance, Jesse.
Yeah, and listen, you can't be hanging your head just yet. This game's not over. This coaching staff is still evaluating their players. So if you're on the field right now, you've got to finish this game. You've got to try to prove something to them.
Well, the game is over, to be clear. They're not coming back. But I hear what you're saying. Keep fighting. Keep showing your coaches it matters. And maybe find something positive here late that you can build on for the weeks to come.
They'll use a timeout with 26 seconds left on the clock. To throw, it's Raiola. They're bringing heat. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game.
And at this point, the defense looks as if they've been in one of those dizzy bat races. They've got no idea where the ball's coming from. He's over 500 yards passing.
Yeah, this is a Heisman Trophy level performance from this guy. The accuracy, the decision-making, the athleticism, everything has been on display.
They'll try to get on the same page this time. 2nd and 10 from the 31. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. And that's just a flat misfire, not even close to his receiver.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long, and that's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field when your internal clock is going off so fast because of the pressure of this defense, and that's why they find themselves.
And down he goes, and that's going to do it. Didn't have much of a chance there, and the defense puts an exclamation point on this one. After the stumble earlier this year, a lot of people wrote this team off. People might be searching for spots on the bandwagon again now.
Yeah, give this coaching staff a lot of credit too, Reese, because they made a few tweaks and adjustments schematically to their personnel as well, and they've really now seemed to find a nice rhythm.
And it's hard to find that early in the season, but the good teams figure out who they are, what they do well, and you can tell they're starting to get in a groove, figure out who does what well, and maximize that and accentuate that.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.